Dear students, welcome to CR's digital classes. Today let us deal some problem based on t-test. So here is a problem we have, check it out. A drug was administered to 10 patients and the increase of their blood pressure were recorded to be. So some blood pressure recordings they have given for us, and it is reasonably believed that the drug has no effect on change of blood pressure. So is it reasonable, blood pressure has been increased or not? We need to check it out. When they have given a new drug or some drug they have introduced to some patients, and they are checking out their blood pressure, like how that particular medicine has impacted that 10 patients. They want to check it out whether it has impacted or not. Then they want to know. So this data, let us deal to the t-test. So whatever the data they have given, we need to understand the data properly. Like, check it out. The drug has administered already, means before they are under some medication, or they are regular patients. For them, they have initiated some drugs over there. It means the new medicine or the one different medicine they have tried on them. Means before medication, some blood pressure recordings will be. After medication, they'll have one more blood pressure, right? Or whether they have the same level of blood pressure, that we need to check it out. So our target here is to understand the question is before and after data here we have. So we have only single data here. After giving the medicine, whatever the blood pressures were there, that they have given here. But indirectly it's understood that some of the patients, they have already blood pressure recordings, and then they have stimulated with a new drug, and another recordings they have done. Means whatever the recordings we got, that is DI values, means the difference of two values, before and after values. So such data we have to consider for t-test. So you need to understand the data properly, question properly. So in this way we conclude that for the t-test. And they have given critical region also for us, 5% LOS they have given. Critical value also for us at 1.65, table value also they have given for us. Now let us go for the t-test and let us obtain the null and alternative hypothesis, and let us check it out how the t-test formula goes on. Okay, so given sample size n is equal to 9, actually they have only 9 data here. So n is equal to 9 I am considering here. So di values, given values, whatever we have, that are already di values, the difference values. So directly I'm considering them as di. Check it out, 9 values, only 9 values we have. So I'm considering it as 9, not the 10 patients. 9 patients we need to consider. Okay, next, under null hypothesis h naught mu1 is equal to mu2 we need to consider. So two population means, mean values we need to consider here, because we test for means we'll do here. So mu h naught mu1 is equal to mu2 I am considering. That is the drug has no effect on change of blood pressure. So the new drug whatever they have introduced, it will not impact the blood pressure, that we are considering here. Next, under the alternate hypothesis, we need to consider opposite to the null hypothesis. That is h1 mu not equal to mu2 I have considered. Means the statement will be the drug has effect. So the drug has impacted the blood pressure, that we are considering under alternate hypothesis. Okay. Now let us go for the test statistics. Just now we have discussed that it is t-test. So what is the formula for t-test? T is equal to d bar by s by root n minus 1 becomes a formula for us. Now let us check it out how to obtain s, d bar and all using the data. So d bar, we know the formula, 1 by n summation di is the formula. So let us go for its substitution and all. So we need d bar first, and then its square also we know. So variance formula also, from that let us go for obtaining s. So s square is equal to 1 by n summation di square minus d bar square is the formula. So let us try to obtain all these values using the data. So first of all, let us do d bar. D bar is summation d by n summation d. We got here in the next slide I have got the table. Check it out here. Di values, given values all I have considered as di, and its total I have considered here. summation di is 16, then I have considered di square so that I can obtain my s square values. So di square, simply square the terms. 6 square, 6 into 6, 36 I've got. Similarly, 3 I have to square, 3 square, that is 9. So like that, go for the square, the squaring the various numbers, and then do the total summation di square we have obtained. So let us utilize all these values in the data for us. So let us obtain d bar first. So total of summation di we got as 16. So d bar value here I have done d bar. Total of d is 16. So 16 by sample size 9 we have. So 16 by 9, 1.77 I have obtained here. So d bar is done. Now let us utilize d bar values and let us obtain a s square answers also. So s square formula, 1 by n summation di square. So 1 by n is 9. So divided by 9 I have wrote. Summation di square just now we have done in the table, that is 114. So 114 by 9 minus d bar square I have, that is 1.77 whole square. So I have substituted here. Now let us go for the calculations part. So divide this value, I have got some value as 12.66, then square the term, I have got this value. Now then subtract it, we have got answer as 9.53. Now I need s value, not x square. So I have taken root over the answer. So s is equal to root over 9.53 we have to do. We got the answer as 3.08. So that is the value we got. Now let us substitute in t. We got s value. N already we have, d bar also we got. Let us substitute and get the answer for t. So t is equal to d bar by s by root n minus 1 we got. Substitute the values. 1.77 by 3.08 by root 9 minus 1 is your substitution part, and I have done the calculations. I have got the answer as 1.63. So whatever the value we got, answer 1.63, that is a calculated value. So I can write it as T calculated, right? TCAL downside. So calculated value I have obtained. Now to go for a decision, we need critical value, that is stable value, so that we can compare our calculated with the critical, and let us go, and then we have to go for the decision. So how it goes on, let us check it out. So this is a table just now we have done. Now let us go for checking out the decision column. So to take the decision, we need a critical value, and it depends on degrees of freedom we'll get that critical value. So here degrees of freedom is n minus 1. So 9 minus 1, that is 8 degrees of freedom I have obtained. Now 8 degrees of freedom with the t value, with the t alpha percentage, that is 0.05, with 8 degrees of freedom, the table value already they have given critical value in the question itself, 1.65. So actually from the T tables we'll obtain all these values based on the critical value as well as the degrees of freedom. We'll get critical value or table value from the T tables if it is T test. So from there we have obtained. So they will provide in the question itself. So all the small sample tests you can get the table value from the question itself. Otherwise this is the way you need to identify the table value based on the tables, the back side of the textbook you'll get, or tables are available. Go for that and check the critical value. Anyhow, in this problem they have given the critical value already, so I am utilizing that one. So 1.65, and you need to specify the degrees of freedom and alpha also. If they have provided a critical value, still you need to proceed with degrees of freedom and alpha LOS also. You need to take a step and you have to write all that details. So I have wrote here. So I have got the critical value, I have got the calculated value. Let us go for the comparison and let us get the decision over there. So mod T calculated is less than mod T critical, then we accept H naught, otherwise we reject H naught, right? So let us check it out with what are the values we got. Calculated value I have got as 1.63. Yes, so it is obviously less than 1.65. So we have to accept a null hypothesis here. So therefore null hypothesis is accepted because I have got less than, calculated value is less than critical value. So hence it can be said that the drug has no effect on the change of blood pressure. That is null hypothesis statement, whatever we have, that is a final decision here. So that I have rewrote here. There is no effect of drug is a conclusion here. Means after injecting that drug for the patient, there is no change. Before how the blood pressure they had, the same blood pressures they had after medicine effect of the medicine. So this is how we conclude the data. So this is your t test. Hope you have understood this session of problem based on t test. So see you all in the next session. Thank you.